You're not lazy. Let's just get that straight right now, today, on this very important day, September 2nd, 2025. You are not unmotivated. You are not a failure. You've been telling yourself a story, a lie that has kept you stuck in a loop of inaction and self-blame. It's the story that says, "I'll do it tomorrow, I need to feel ready first." That feeling you're waiting for? It's never going to arrive. Motivation isn't a lightning strike from the heavens, it's a muscle you build, one tiny action at a time. The real problem isn't your character, it's your habit. And the good news, the incredible life-changing news, is that you can break that habit today. I'm here to give you a simple, no-excuses 3-step plan to crush procrastination. This is about starting. Let's do this. Let's be honest about what this looks like in real life. It's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. You promised yourself you'd go to the gym after work, but now you're on the couch, scrolling through your phone, telling yourself you're just too tired. The gym clothes you laid out this morning are still sitting there, a silent judgment. It's the stack of mail on the kitchen counter that's been growing for weeks, each envelope a tiny paper cut of responsibility you're avoiding. It's the online course you paid for, the one that was supposed to change your career, sitting at 2% completion for the last 6 months. It's that feeling of dread that sinks in your stomach when you think about it. This isn't just about avoiding tasks, it's a full-blown emotional roller coaster. First comes the avoidance, the sweet, temporary relief of putting something off. You think, I'll deal with that later. But relief is quickly replaced by a nagging, low-grade anxiety. You know the task is still there, lurking. The anxiety then morphs into guilt and frustration with yourself. "Why can't I just do it?" you whisper. This self-criticism drains your energy, making you feel even less capable of tackling the very thing you're procrastinating on. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of doom. The cycle gets worse because your brain starts to believe the negative story you're telling it. When you repeatedly avoid a task, you are training your brain to associate that task with stress and failure. So the next time you even think about starting your project, your brain sounds the alarm bells. Warning! This is hard. This is stressful. Let's go watch TV instead. It's a protective mechanism gone wrong. Your brain is trying to keep you safe from discomfort, but in doing so, it's keeping you trapped in a prison of inaction, where your potential slowly withers away. And so, you live in the gap between who you are and who you want to be, the gap between the goals you set and the actions you take. This gap is filled with excuses, justifications, and a whole lot of regret. You see other people moving forward, and you wonder what their secret is. I'll tell you the secret: they started. They didn't wait for inspiration to strike. They didn't wait until they had it all figured out. They just closed the gap with one small, imperfect action. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was completely overwhelmed. She worked a demanding job. She had 2 kids. Her big dream was to start a side business as a graphic designer. But for a year, all she had was a domain name and a folder of half-finished logos. Every night she'd collapse on the couch, telling herself she was too drained to work on her portfolio. Her dream felt more like a source of guilt than inspiration. She was stuck. She felt like a fraud for even calling it a dream anymore. She felt hopeless. Then she decided to try this 3-step plan. On day 1, she committed to just 2 minutes. She opened her laptop. She created a new file named Portfolio. She designed a simple square. That was it. 2 minutes. Then she took her son's art easel. She cleaned it off. She put a big piece of paper on it with 21 days written at the top. She drew a big check mark for day 1. On day 2, she added a circle to the square. On day 3, she added a color. Tiny, almost laughable steps, but the chain on her easel was growing. The moment of doubt hit hard around day 9. She'd had a terrible day at work. The kids were sick. The last thing she wanted to do was look at a screen. The couch was calling her name. She stood in front of her easel, staring at the 8 check marks.
She thought, "This is stupid. This isn't getting me anywhere."
She almost broke the chain, but the visual of those 8 days of consistency, proof that she had shown up for herself, was just powerful enough. She sighed, sat down, and worked for her 2 minutes. She just tweaked a font, but she didn't break the chain. She had become the person she wanted to be, not by a giant leap, but by 21 small, consistent steps.